Hey everybody, what's up? Today I want to bring you my first impressions and review of Fallout 4 for the PlayStation 4. And I gotta say guys, Bethesda has been on the top of their game with this. It's kinda crazy to think that it's been 7 years since Bethesda has worked on a Fallout title. And sure, they might have touched Fallout New Vegas, but it ultimately wasn't their studio that did it. It was another one that was kind of closely tied to them. But the last game they did was the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which was 2011. 4 years ago. I can't believe that's 4 years ago. Man, time flies. I can't believe it. But Fallout 4, man, they did their research. Everything has come together so far in a way that's just like quality. It bleeds quality. It actually doesn't feel too buggy to me, at least. I've been there for Oblivion. I've been there for Morrowind, and I was there for Skyrim. And I was a little bit there for Fallout New Vegas, but not much for Fallout 3. But it doesn't run all that bad, honestly, on the PlayStation 4. There are some issues, performance issues, which I will cover in just a bit. But all in all, no problem, guys. First, I want to cover the combat. The combat in this game has been majorly overhauled. The moment-to-moment shooting, where you're aiming down sights, or hip firing, or jumping around, or moving, or sprinting, feels much more like modern first-person shooters nowadays, like something like Destiny. It's not quite up to the standard that Destiny set, or other games like it, like Call of Duty, where everything just feels so perfect, you know? It's really close, though. It has gone a long, long way from Fallout 3. Fallout 3 didn't really feel like that much of a shooter. It just felt, as a shooter, it was terrible. You know, there was no auto-aim. Shots were based off of, like, luck and stats. But in this game, you know, if you aim your shot and you shoot, it's pretty much going to hit them based on the stats of the gun. And in Fallout 4, moment-to-moment gameplay will have you targeting enemies with the automatic target system that gives you percentage chance of hitting enemies, and also executing crits based off of this charge meter. It gives a nice tactical edge to the gameplay that other games like Destiny and like Call of Duty don't have. From a role-playing standpoint, Fallout 4 excels with tons of customization in both character appearance, character ability, guns, armor, even the heavy mech suit that you get. I know that's not what it's called, but that thing you get, the power armor. It's the customization available is mind-boggling. It allows you to really tailor your character to your playstyle down to a T that most other games claim they can do, but don't come even close to. In future videos, I'll go over all of the stats and all of the build ideas that I have in mind. That, I mean, you could play this game, geez, many times. Just all the build diversity. I love it. I love the fact that there's this much replayability in a game like this. And in fact, I believe they claimed that there's 400 hours of playability, and that's not even counting the potential DLC we have come down the road and the mods we have coming down the road. And speaking of mods, we have the ability, finally, the first game to ever do it, to my knowledge, to have PC mods come over to the consoles. I don't know how restricted it will be. There's a chance that it will be quite restricted, but even if it's just like a fraction of the PC mods, that's still great. That's still a victory for console gamers, at least. I don't imagine we will get a lot of the visual mods, the texture mods, the let's make this game look even better mods that a lot of PC has, but that's a given. I mean, we can't really expect to get more performance out of Fallout 4 for the PS4, for the Xbox One. Maybe there might be mods coming out that helps optimize the game for the consoles, and then maybe combined with those mods, we might have some texture replacements, maybe. But I honestly don't see us getting any of those big visual changer mods. Don't get me wrong, it'd be great to have them. But at this point, hell, I'd be happy if we got fixes and more content via mods more than anything. And speaking of content, let's talk about the crafting for a second. As you can see right now, I'm attempting, poorly, to build a house of my own. And while I am completely doing it incorrectly, pro tip, make sure you build the floor first and then build off the floor. You can build houses, or you can take pre-existing structures and build around them. Hell, I even saw somebody build a tree fort out of that big tree in the sanctuary. You guys know the one I'm talking about. In the area that I'm in right now, there's a big tree towards the end of the cul-de-sac. And you can Oh, it's so cool. This guy built a freaking treehouse. Oh, so creative. You can be so creative with crafting in this game, you guys. It almost rivals that of stuff like Minecraft. It's not quite there, and it's really kind of rough around the edges as far as how it controls and how things connect with each other. It's not perfect and it's not exact, but it's something I never would have dreamed of having in a game like Fallout or The Elder Scrolls, aside from maybe being added in a mod. But there's no way a mod could do this, not at least without, you know, a good 1 to 2 years of development time in it. This is some quality stuff here that extends the game so much further past just exploring the open wasteland, leveling up, and doing the story. Creating settlements like this, building them up, being creative, building shops and having NPCs join your settlements, and then building trade routes between settlements and then defending them from a variety of hazardous enemies is a metagame in and of itself. Now, I know there are some of you out there who think Fallout 4 doesn't look all that great, but I would beg to differ. The lighting is some of the best in the business, rivaling that of The Witcher 3, rivaling that of Far Cry 4. Hell, in my opinion, it exceeds Far Cry 4 due to the way the light interacts with different objects, like my gun, the ground, the rocks, the buildings. It all looks so real, like I could touch it, like it actually physically exists. That's how great the light, because in other games you've played, like Fallout 3, even Skyrim, the lighting, even though there were shadows, the lighting felt flat. It didn't feel physical, but it does in this game. It's better than the best ENB mods for Skyrim. And when you compare Fallout 4 to Bethesda's previous works, Fallout 3 and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the art direction in Fallout 4 is so great. No longer is it just a screen full of greens and browns. It's vibrant. There's color everywhere in a desolate wasteland that makes it feel more real, less gamey, and more, hey, this could actually happen. This is what it would look like. Now, Fallout 4 isn't perfect. There are some issues with the frame rate. It's not a consistent 30 FPS in some areas, but it's not going to frustrate you too terribly. The textures need a little work here and there. The shadowing is it's dithered. It's just a little too rough sometimes in places. The animations and the facial mouth moving and lip syncing also needs some touch-ups. But that said, I still would highly rate this game and recommend it to anyone who likes games like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, The Elder Scrolls, and any other open world game there is. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I will be doing lots of Fallout videos for sure. I love this game and I love gaming, and I will catch you guys next time.